With the rise in popularity of the comfort focused running shoe, a running shoe not intended for running but instead everyday casual wear, mixing comfort and style, you possibly think of the A6 Gel or the New Balance 9060 being some of the first shoes that may pop into someone's head. Nike, not wanting to miss out on this rise in the runner wave, threw their shoe in the ring in the choice of the Nike Vomero, which in the past several years has become extremely popular, with a ton of different colors to choose from, most of which seem to sell out. It comes in at $170, but at $170, it might not even be the best option Nike itself has to offer. Enter the Nike P6000. The P6000 is actually a combination of two existing Nike shoes, the Nike Pegasus 25 and the Nike Pegasus 2006. I see where the P comes from, but I don't understand how 25 plus 2006 equals 6000. Doesn't make sense to me, but let's just disregard that and get back to the shoe. The P6000 does not feature a traditional Nike Air unit. Instead, the cushioning comes from engineered EVA foam midsole that provides support and shock absorbent for light everyday running and wear. The Air unit is a different technology where pressurized gas is in a flexible polyurethane bag used to make superior cushioning. All that to say, this is one of the most comfortable shoes I have ever worn. That EVA foam really gets the job done because it feels like I am walking on a cloud. Very, very comfortable. In terms of style, this shoe features a ton of different panels, which opens the door to a whole bunch of color combinations, and trust me, there are a ton of different color combinations. I personally settled on the black and blue pair that you see on screen. This screen also reflects with some reflective accents. I think I messed up right there, but it has some reflective accents, which is making for a very cool effect if you wear the shoe at nighttime or if you're taking pictures. One thing that stuck with me when I got my hand on this shoe was the fact that it was a little bit heavier than I thought it would be, which for me is a good thing. I like a little bit more of a heavy shoe. A lot of the other running shoes that I tried tend to feel a little bit light and cheap in hand, very plasticky. This is especially true for the Vomero 5, which just felt a little bit cheap in hand. I prefer the look of the P6000 as well over something as opposed to a Vomero 5 or a Nike, or I should say a New Balance 9060. Yeah, I love the color combination on the shoe. I also love the fact that the shoe is a little bit chunkier on the outsole, which is something that I personally prefer. Maybe a little subjective, but I like a chunkier shoe, so this shoe works really good for me. But in terms of style, which could be a little bit more subjective, it might not be as good as a Vomero, but I like this shoe a little bit more personally for me. What's not subjective at all is comfort. And like I said, this is one of the most comfortable shoes I have ever put on my feet. And I believe it will be one of the most comfortable shoes you put on your feet either. It doesn't really matter about foot style, flat feet, curved feet. This shoe is just plain comfortable. One thing that is not subjective is the price point. This shoe comes in at $125, which is actually on the higher end for P6000s. Most come in at $110 or below. This shoe is on sale all the time. So in the combination of comfort and the combination of styles and look, I believe that this might be Nike's most underrated shoe overall. And it just comes in at a price point that can't be beat. Check out the P6000s. It's a great shoe.